So we got a nice little fire going. I'm sitting at the cabin I've been building. I got a lot of crap here because, you know, when I'm out working, I bring a lot with me so I can just chill, make a coffee, have my water. But this is the cabin so far. And that's my ugly mug. And right now I just need a coffee because I enjoy coffee. So let's go fill my cup up. Put that on the fire. And have coffee. Oh, not much. Just getting ready to have a coffee. Gotta get some water. But doing a little bit of work on the shack, on the cabin I've been building. Putting some bracing in on the back here. Finishing the framing. That kind of jazz. Put something to stay out of the rain up on top, some corrugated plastic. But been doing a little bit of work on this thing. But right now, I desperately am in need of coffee. So, even crappy coffee is better than no coffee. I'm in Canada. Over there is my home. That's where I live. That's the cabin I be building. I get water from the spring. There's a natural spring not too far away. I fill up those blue containers and spring water, yay. There we go. So, the lake or my trailer. If I want a hot shower, I go into the trailer, turn the water heater on. If I don't, I just go have some EcoSafe soap. I just go down to the lake, jump on in. Oh, yeah, this cabin is a nice little cabin. This is what I've got done so far. Again, these are, I'm going to triple reinforce the walls. So this isn't even the outside. This is the pre-inside. I'm going to do the studs on the outside as well. I'm going to do another layer of wood on this way. I'm going to do a layer of plastic, another layer of wood, another layer of plastic, and then bury it all in dirt. No, thank you if you're trying to sell something. But yeah, that's the cabin so far. And when I'm working, I kind of bring everything I need down into one place. So I've got my water, I've got supplies here right now. Because I end up doing it slowly and staying out here. Staying out here all day. Doing work slowly. Don't know what I'm going to do with this next. I know I've got to get this back end here covered. I've got wooden planks I can use for that. It's just... how do I put this? They're not exactly perfect. Yeah, July is almost done. You know, the worst thing is so my neighbor is going to be heading for 3 weeks in August down to Toronto. And I asked him, he can, like, until the end of August, until 3 weeks in August. He's like leaving in a couple, I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Sometime this week he's going to Toronto when I can get a ride with him to go pick up my meds. It's just, then I'd be stranded in Toronto with no way back. I hope you can find a way out of that. Ooh, my water's boiling. You know what this means? Crappy coffee time. Very crappy coffee time. Woo. Actually, this is the best part of the day. Should I do coffee or tea? I don't know. Let's go make us a coffee. That's enough. Oh shit, now that's too much sugar. There we go. Close that somehow. The lid is here. And no. Oh shit. Oh, thank you for watching the shorts. Yeah, things have gotten a lot better in my life, though, since this time last year was in Sudbury. Last summer was brutal. This summer, that's my home. And this is the cabin I'm working on. Slowly. Slowly. Very slowly. I do not think life is a burden at all. Life is a good thing, man. And now we mix coffee. Because I like to be alive. Life is meant to be lived. I don't know how many decent years I've got left. Like, things are going downhill for me, and I'm gonna live what life I've got. There's no point in being like wah about it. Just try. If you choose to just be wah, just to let the depression win, that's on you. That's completely on you. You gotta keep moving, or again, you're not really living. And yeah, look at me. Sitting in something I've about 40% built. At a fire. Drinking really crappy coffee. Really crappy coffee. And just loving life. And look how beautiful it is. Last night it was a horrible thunderstorm. Lightning struck like right around the trailer. Don't exactly know where. But yeah, the dog didn't want to come out today. I don't know what's going on with her. Not too crappy. It's coffee. And my neighbor over there is sucking out dirt with the vacuum. And that's kind of cool what he's doing. He's digging a ditch. And he's slopping it out. It's pretty warm out today here too. It's 26 degrees Celsius, around that. And I'm just, burning off this. So my goal here is there's going to be a foundation, a block like that put here, and another one put right where I'm sitting. But what I do here is, before I put the foundation block down, I burn and dry up the ground like this, make it really solid, put some rocks around it, and then I put the brick down. I'm just trying to make a nice surface for that to go, so I just find it easier to level out. If there's if you burn the area out first, you get nice and solid, get rid of all the organic matter on top, then I can put a stone like that here, and another one here, and another one there, because there's going to be a small deck right where I'm sitting with an awning that goes over this, just enough to sit in, because this is going to be the back there's going to be a wall. This is going to be like that there's going to be the door to get in, and there's going to be a small door to come out this way where the deck is. That'll be back there, that area there. A wood burning stove will be right in this corner here. Through that door here will be a small room there to take a poop. Moose is just sleeping right now, and I don't have help building this. I even harvested all this wood myself. Like all this wood here. Like, you see these pieces right here? I didn't buy that. I got that from the woods, from a tree that looks like this, and used a sawmill to cut these down. Same with everything here. The only thing I didn't were these planks right here with the holes in them. Those are salvaged from whatchamacallit, pallets. Same with all the nails. I salvaged all the pallet and then the nails from pallets and stuff like that. It's taken a lot longer. I've been working on it since May, easily since May. The end of May, June, July, almost August. It's taken me a lot longer to harvest anything because of the MS. I've had a lot of bad days. The building, all I need is one good day. Like, most of this went up in one good day. I already had it plotted out, ready to go. It took one day to put the foundation in, and then the rest of the building took another day. So when I have a good day, I can do a lot of building. Right now, I'm having an okay day. I'm in a lot of pain right now, but it feels like it's going to let up. So hopefully I'll get some, I'll have a little bit of time to do some work today. Super gang, that's literally what I'm doing. And I'm doing it like literally what I'm doing. Not only building, but designing. And I'm doing one of these. I like these trees here. These are, again, a poplar variety. Sorry, these are tamarack. That's also tamarack. Hey Nicola, how are ya? But yeah, that's where it is so far. Like, I only put the plastic up here for something temporary because I was storing stuff in here as well. Like, if you look at all the crap here, I got to do a cleanup. But when I'm working on a place, I just bring all my supplies out, a bunch of crap out with me, just so I can, you know, build in peace, hang out. I got my water, cook a meal while I work, drink my coffee while I work, just take a spot to hang out. That's basically what I do. And it goes up slowly, but it goes up, you know, in a way I can handle. Robert, you do realize I was in construction, right? I used to be a crane operator. You know, basic building isn't that hard. If you notice everything has been properly squared. Everything is perfectly level. Everything is, you know, squared off, all that jazz. Just because I'm using natural materials, my experience in construction has gone a long way in this. Just because I'm using scrap material and found material doesn't mean I'm not going to use, you know, building code standards. And hey, Jeremiah. And yeah, but that's like even right there. You see how it wedges in here? Even that, it is triple. There's whatchamacallit, 3 fail safes. That's got a knot. That's got a knot. That's got a notch. But there's screws going into it there. I've drilled in, put a screw in there, and there's screws there, so it's not going anywhere. It's not breaking off. And even then, it's at the perfect, 45-degree angle with another base there. And even there, I'm using harvested material. The pallets are, you know, scavenged. But anything load-bearing is like that here. The corners of it, right? I just harvested one of these kind of trees and use a sawmill to cut it down, but that's the strongest piece. Those are good wood. And same thing with up here. I didn't really care on, you know, making it look all pretty. I just took the whole thing, because it's a tamarack, it's a very dense wood and built, you know, but I still used basic construction, you know, standards. Oh, nothing's on the menu. Too poor. I've been getting even the other day I was working to help put a. Any money I get ends up getting spent right away on, you know, supplies that are essential for the winter. I've been more considered. I got supplies there to last the winter, but I don't get anything for like now. Yesterday I went fishing and caught myself a pike, and then pike for dinner. I'm more concerned right now on getting winter prepped, supply-wise, because you can get stranded up here for like weeks at a time for winter. Robert, I am 37. But besides that, I'm fantastic. I'm keeping busy. I did, I used some spaghetti today. I had some spaghetti. But I've got a garden growing now, too. Should show you guys the garden. I think I can show you from here. You see? That's a garden. Right there. Two kinds of radishes, 4 kinds of cabbage. I'm starting to stockpile up the canned goods for the winter. What I've been doing now, I've used most of that over a lot of time, yeah. Even out of the ramen. But I'm trying to stockpile actual supplies. Like, my next goal is to build a smokehouse, because I want to start hunting out pheasants and whatnot. Smoke them and save them. I've got a block of hard smoked meat for winter. It's about 10 pounds. It's for stewing. You cut off a slice of it with a hacksaw and then you boil it or soak it in water overnight, then slow cook it for the entire day so it's actually usable. But yeah, I guess slowly stockpile. Hey, Reed. But that's one of the other steps I'm working on now. I'm more concerned on trying to figure out an issue with the meds, as in I'm not getting my meds. They won't deliver them here, and I'm thinking I'm going to have to take a trip down to Toronto to actually pick them up. But to put it this way, it's the getting to Toronto is the easy part. It's the getting back is going to be difficult. My neighbor right over there, he is sucking out crap from a ditch. He's heading to Toronto to go pick up his. He's going to spend 2 or 3 weeks in Toronto. He's leaving sometime this week. He's going to spend a couple weeks there with his girlfriend because she's moving up here permanently. And then they're going to bring, after they come back, they're going to bring his new camper up. So I could take a ride down with him. But I can't, I'll get stranded in Toronto for 3 weeks. And I've already mapped the bus route out, and I'm not, I can't afford a bus back here. I can't spend $150 on a bus ticket. A one-trip bus ticket. I'll just figure something out with there. Yeah, it is what it is. Again, it's a 10-hour ride from here to Toronto. Sorry, more than 10 hours. By bus, it's like 12 from Toronto to here. And he drives pretty fast. It's just, everything is so complicated and it hurts my head. So I'm just going to ignore the problem until I can't ignore it anymore. Right now it's about 30 degrees Celsius. But you know that's why I'm out here. Just keeping my mind occupied, trying to do stuff. Again, so I'm sitting here. Again, it's been warm. So, I know I have to keep these things up here like that. And I've got to I don't think I need any more bracing here. But I'm trying to figure out what to use as a wall. Because I want to get that covered in, that slope covered up completely. And I'm thinking I might be using the slabs that I had on it before. Just try to cut them down a little bit. And I've also got to figure out what to do here. Close that up. And I've eventually got to get more pallets. Because I'm just going to, again, build some sort of deck that comes out here. Right here is where the door is going to go in. But there's going to have a deck coming out here. I also want to do some sort of archway from here to here. Yeah, it's going to be pretty low. This is about 5 feet off the ground. But so the door is going to be here. There's going to be an archway from here to here that sticks out a little bit, like a foot or so. Then there's going to be a deck. And I'm doing that because we're doing road work right now, right? There's road work getting done here on our driveway. And there's all this black earth. I'm going to get all this fixed up on the outside and then buried in the dirt. Like this thing here is going to be completely buried in dirt from that side to this side, right to the archways as an insulation technique. That's at least somewhat of a plan. Or at least on the sides. Just pile it up on the sides. It doesn't have to be on the top. I'm just trying to figure out some natural insulation. So how are you guys doing? That's home. There's my hillbilly oven. My thing for my shooting range was there, but it fell off. That's my home. Like, I'd say for winter, the major things are done for me. The biggest stuff. Like, I got the home. I've got two 50-pound propane tanks, two 100-pound propane tanks. Those are stored underneath right now. I've got an order of wood coming for burning, like firewood coming in September. My next goal is I have access to 5 rolls of greenhouse plastic. And come October, before the snow hits, I'm going to take trees like this, hammer them into the ground, and make a greenhouse around the trailer. I'm going to put the trailer in a greenhouse, have it about 10 feet out, completely around the whole greenhouse, the trailer, and have a wood burning stove in that greenhouse just to they make it a little bit. It's the cheapest, fastest, easiest way to, heat that heat in there is greenhouse it, have a wood burning stove within the greenhouse, not in the trailer, have the outside of the trailer air warm, and that's what keeps the inside of the trailer warmer. Plus it'll have propane just in case. Well, I was thinking of just having it buried, because there is going to be a plastic insulation layer separating the outside from the inside of the cabin that I'm building. Because I would like to, I've got moss all over this property and grass. I'd like to plant grass on the parts that I do bury of this cabin, just so it looks a little bit like more natural, like nature is reclaiming things. Like these, all this wood here will never rot. This wood is like forever now. It's been all soaked in motor oil, used motor oil. So this is forever wood, using the forever chemicals. Hello, Mark. Actually, I'm glad you're on live. I gotta show you what's been built so far. This is where I'm stuck. This is the cabin. I'm just hanging out, trying to figure out where to start with it today. I'm glad you're here. I'm trying to figure out what I can use for the back wall here. I've got slabs of wood over there that were harvested. But yeah. And if it comes down to any kind of wood you have a suggestion for, that's okay. All this wood, I haven't spent a single dollar on this build. Not one penny has been spent on this build. These are from pallets I harvested. Same with back there. These here, the 2x4s, and the other ones are harvested from tamarack trees. These are tamarack trees that I used. My neighbor's got a sawmill that I sawed it out, and yeah, anything the big one has been hand harvested, hand cut with a sawmill. I just trying to figure out the back wall, because literally I've been building this by the seat of my pants, just making sure everything is level, everything is even, and just doing it. Right now I'm thinking I have access to more than a couple rolls of greenhouse plastic I'm going to be building a greenhouse plastic over the entire trailer for my winter solution. That's the easiest thing I can do. But I'm going to line this thing here when I've got all the walls up with plastic, because they're doing road work on the driveway now. They're putting it in, and they got piles and piles and piles of earth. I want to somewhat bury this thing, like the left, right, and the back sides of it, and use like a natural earth as insulation. You dig up some grass, throw the grass down, have it just, that way. But I don't know what to do with the back wall. I've got a couple, I have a fire extinguisher, and the fire's out. And even this thing here, this is going to come out a few more feet. So there's going to be right here, and there's going to be a deck that's sort of about here, and a place to sit with a nice awning. That's the plan. I want an archway that I'm working on made out of dogwood, and I'll use that archway to put the door in the center, and even bury some of that archway, just so it's got a little bit more space and a little bit more of that warming effect. Condensation is not going to be too much of a problem. There is going to be a hole at the top here for a chimney flute. Right in the corner here, I'll have a wood-burning stove and a wood fire. Heating your place with a wood is a very dry heat, so I'm not going to have much problem with condensation with this build. And the greenhouse plastic is going to be on the center. I'm not going to have to be able to even see the greenhouse plastic. It's going to be on the other side of this. And then I'm going to be putting up another wall around it, stuff over it. And then I might put some more wall up on the inside, or leave it as is. I don't know yet. Yeah, I have tried to talk to a couple of the people. What I might end up doing though, I have an idea right now, just for some added strength and for the structure. So I have those really big solid metal fence, I was trying to use it as a fence at one point from my garden, but they are meant for shelving. They're a metal grate, stainless steel grates. They're about 6 foot in length, 4 foot in width. I think I might take what I've got here and use that to put on the back wall there for some added strength, and then put over that. Moose doesn't want to come outside. Moose is just hanging inside. She's more than welcome to come out, but I think she's just not happy with the weather. So last night we got hit by this horrible thunderstorm, and she wasn't happy with me when that got hit, so she was freaked out and unhappy. Because yesterday she got in the mud, big time, covered in mud, covered in those little burrs, so I had to give her a bath in a bucket and give her a good brush out, and that really upset her. Then a storm really upset her, and today it's kind of hot, muggy, and cloudy and windy. She just doesn't want to be bothered. She's upset with me, and she's hanging out inside. Oh, no. She's just giving me attitude. There's a lot difference between her being tired and her being prickly, and she's just being prickly. Yeah, well, she can hang out for as long as she wants. I'm not gonna get mad at her. That is so cool. Hey, Space Ghost. But what can I say? See, I'm trying to get the energy to stretch my legs out. Not even energy, the courage. Because my legs ain't feeling so great today. To get up and start working on this. Even if I get an hour's worth of work in, I know I'll get a lot done. But I'm just trying to figure something out. That I have no idea what to do. I know I'm going to make this corrugated plastic part of the structure a little bit better. I might even use it as a window, get some light on the inside. So I'm going to keep this here and maybe do a small panel, like a square here that's undone, and then put like a bunch of crap over the roof over top of it, except for one section. I don't know yet. It's got a lot of work. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. And again, I'm going to make sure there's an indoor restroom area. So this is going to be a door here with a patio or something that goes outside. And to the right, I'm going to build up a little box to the right where, I'll put a toilet, latrine at least, where, open the door. To the left will be the latrine. That'll be the main entrance. And I want to put the bed back there. I think I'll put the bed on that side because I wouldn't want a bed that close to the latrine. And I can't put the bed up here. This is the entrance. There'll be another door like right here. So I think the bed will have to go to the back left corner there, right about down to here. Turn this into a storage right here. Put some more storage right up here. I think she's sitting there pouting. She's probably just sitting in there pouting. Door's open, she can come out. She made her choice. The other thing, and I'm quite proud of this, if you guys have been watching, nobody's even brought it up yet, but you haven't noticed what I haven't been doing for a while. This is over a week now. Say 5 days I gave up on the vape. I want to get rid of that permanently. It's for a month's supply of the juice and the coils is about $30. And that's $30 I'd rather have in my pocket. I haven't had it for 5 days easy. By choice. Oh, no, that's not true. I went 2 days. I think I took a couple puffs of it the day before yesterday. Oh my goodness. You know when you've been doing something so long you don't even realize you're doing it, and then you think back and you think you're not doing it, and you think back and like, holy crap, actually I did. Oh. Oh goodness. Oof. But that's it. I don't know what else to say. I came on to, make a coffee. I have made and consumed that coffee. Now we should take a walk and I'll show you around the grounds. That's a really good idea. Let's take a walk. I'll show you my little... So this garden, this is the 4th garden I've put in. about the fourth garden I put in. The other ones, tragedy struck. They froze, they flooded, they drowned. Did. But I'll show you this one that still seems to be alive and thriving. That this is the fourth garden that has gone in. But you can see rows of what you see growing in the line there are beets, cabbages, and a few kinds of radish. And then the other side here, nothing's growing. Besides some cucumbers and stuff. Like 1 or 2 cucumber plants might have survived. There's a small patch of cucumbers right there. But that patch here is looking lively. Oh. That's my hobo barbecue, or my hobo, my hillbilly oven. It works too well. Shooting range. Back there is storage. That's where I've got my propane tanks and everything stored. That's the power. I have the power. That's my face. I've got one of those. A face. Here's my pathway towards the woods where I usually collect my food. Where? Where is it clear? I mean, the pathways, that just happens. I also did a lawnmower, but I like the natural grass. I like it looking kind of wild. This pathway just cleared itself by me repeatedly using it. It's one of those things I would have never done when I'm homeless. There would be no pathways. If I was just staying on this land and not wanting to get caught, this pathway wouldn't be here. I'd never use the same pathway more than once, twice, because you use a pathway like this for like a week. It's a pathway. It becomes a pathway. Believe it or not, very easily. I just took a shovel and flipped the earth. That's it. And everything seemed to die. This is where I usually come down to have a fire in the woods. That's where I was doing my In Search of Sasquatch stream the other night. It's flooded now. But there's my little fire pit back here. A lot of good meals were had here. I hang out here with my neighbor Corey a lot. I've got another pathway going through this way where I collect wood from over there and down there. But Corey and I have Corey's my neighbor to the left of me. He's got a dog that my dog loves. And he comes out a lot when he smells something cooking. Last time he came out here, I was cooking a brisket when I had a brisket to cook. 6 hours over the fire. He could smell it finishing up. He showed up with corn. Yeah, straight up. I just stunk the shovel in, flipped it over, let it dry for a couple days, and then bang it with a shovel, like break it up with a shovel and plant. No, that's all. In here is a bunch of raspberry bushes that aren't growing any raspberries. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm working on a couple different projects right now. My most important thing is I'm going to keep my projects going because they just take time. But I'm working on winter prep now. Winter prep is the single most important thing I can do. And like again, I'm going to build a greenhouse around the camper. So that'll keep it warm. It'll keep the air warm with the wood burning stove on the inside. Something simple for the winter. I need supplies because there's a good chance I'm going to get snowed in for a few weeks this winter. So I'm going to the Mennonite and getting preserved meats and everything from them because it's cheap when I can. I've got a wood order coming in September. Firewood. I got the propane. I've got a total of 300 pounds of propane. So that'll keep me warm. Now it's all about supplies and survival. Working my butt off to try to find any kind of remote work. Fun thing is most of the remote work you find online are for American companies, and all American companies won't hire us Canadians right now. Hey, Turin. I just do what I gotta do. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go down, start figuring out what I'm gonna do to that cabin that I'm building, start actually building it up. I think the stream's gonna end soon, as in a few minutes. If you guys want to help support the channel or support me and help me survive, because I do have to find a way to make it from Toronto by bus. So I'm probably going to be jumping on a ride with my neighbor to Toronto in the next few days to pick up my meds. And I don't want to get stranded there, so bus ticket back. Yay. And that's $150-ish. Ugh. Disgusting. Trust me, it's disgusting. Yeah. So if y'all want to help support the channel, help support me with the cabins and all that stuff and whatnot, there is a PayPal donation link in my bio. It's not necessary. I am doing emotionally well and financially meh, but I'm surviving too. But if you want to, go for it. It's not necessary. I'll still welcome you into the channel no matter what, and yeah, talk to you guys with a smile on my face. I love each and every one of you. I'll see you next time we stream. Might be tonight, might be tomorrow. Haven't decided yet, but I'm going to go start building.